Well, one of the questions asked in St. Elmo's Fire, is there life after college? Rob Lowe, one of the stars of that picture. What do you think about today's young, let's stay with that before we get to the movie. Is there life after college, or are we trying up too quickly?
Well, asking someone who's never been to college, if you can believe that, I think so. I think sometimes, though, that people may go to college for the wrong reasons, and I know my character in St. Elmo's Fire was definitely there for the wrong reasons. You know, he was kind of the prankster, the fun guy. I mean, I had a speech in the movie that was cut out, but what the speech said, college was the high point in my life, and it's never ever, I'll never have as many friends as I had then.
Yeah, and you have a line about things being out of control.
And
after college, everything's in control.
Yeah,
what a drag.
That's right,
Yeah.
and that's true for a lot of people, and I really felt that playing him, I mean, that whole thinking, you know, I started thinking that way too.
You wear some great ties in that picture.
No, great ties.
Where did you get some of that wardrobe?
Isn't that great? Yeah, well, excuse me, our director, Joel Schumacher, started as a wardrobe designer for Woody Allen. And so that's why everybody looks so great. And I've kept most of that stuff. Yeah. I mean, wait, you all have to see these shoes.
All right.
Okay, they say, these say Billy the Kid instead of Nike. All right, see Billy the Kid. I'm as proud of the shoes as I am of the work. No.
I don't understand. How did you have that done?
That's, Nike did that for me.
That's amazing.
And so I've kept this wardrobe.
The power of being a movie star, yet another thing added to the list of bennies here.
It's all your own shoes, sunglasses, and sushi, you know?
Yeah, and let's face it, like it or not, you're part of that trip now where when you go places, people flock after you. I've already heard stories about when you were filming, lots of people were mobbing you on the set. Is that ever embarrassing to have that happen when you're in the company of your peers?
It's very embarrassing, and it's embarrassing also when you're with your family or something. When I'm alone, it's okay, and I accept it, and I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, no, get away, because I ask for it, and it's part of the business, but I am embarrassed for the people I'm with, because they didn't ask to be in that situation. You know, I ask for it because of the work I do. It just brings it. It is kind of strange sometimes.
You said something interesting about St. Elmo's Fire, in that it has now set a new standard for roles to come. It has made you more selective for the future. What did you mean by that?
Well, what's happened is the movie has turned out so well for me, and for the whole movie, I'm really, really happy with it. And I just have not read any scripts since this movie that compare on a level of intelligence or on a level of character for me to play. I got to play, you know, the alcoholism of my character, the fact that he has the wife and the kid, and the saxophone playing, all of that. I couldn't ask for more as an actor, and I haven't been able to find any scripts that offer me as much of a challenge.
Are you saying that pictures now about young people either are showing more young people capable of an original thought in their head, or maybe fewer pictures since you're not finding the scripts?
There may be more around now with the movies like The Breakfast Club and St. Elmo's Fire, which St. Elmo's Fire is The Breakfast Club 10 years down the line, and it's 10 years in the future from The Big Chill, right? So hopefully it'll start. It's a new genre. It's a awakening genre.
Something else that's interesting too, and that is several years after Breakfast Club. Your character, who's kind of an edge man, he's out there on the edge a little bit. In films, maybe a few years ago, he would have been praised.
Been the hero in the 60s.
Now you're kind of the outsider.
Everybody is so success-oriented in our society today, and so upwardly mobile with all the yuppies and things. And this is a yuppie movie, obviously. Everyone's about success in St. Elmo's, except for my character is the one who's floundering. He's on the edge and doesn't know what to do. And there are a lot of people out there like that, and that's okay. In our society today, it seems like if you're not into your job and you're at the time you're 25 or something, that you're a failure, and that's not true. That may work for some people, but other people it doesn't. Billy, my character, is not a 9-to-5 type. He's not the type who can put on the business suit, and that's okay too. It's kind of letting people be what they want to be.
Between this and the erstwhile young romantic in Oxford Blues, I'm wondering where Rob Lowe is in the middle of all of this? Who are you, really?
So,
How would you describe yourself?
That is always the hardest
Yeah,
question
of
in the
course.
world for anybody. And I think that I'm a little bit of every character I've played. And I'm a lot of Billy because I like to live to the fullest extent. And my favorite saying is that life is too short not to do X. Or life is too short to do X, right?
It can work both
You work it both ways,
Sure.
and I try to. And I also try and let other people be what they are, just like Billy does. And even though it may not coincide with what I am.
And can it be easy to forget, easy to lose that hold on who you are when you're surrounded by cameras, video cameras, movie cameras, retakes?
It is, and that's why after movies I try and go to be with people who aren't in the business and go back to maybe to Ohio or just get away. I took a vacation after St. Elmo's, and because if you're not around just the regular people, 9 to 5 people, you know, then you won't be able to play anything but Hollywood people. I mean, the more people you know, the more you can draw upon.
At the same time, you can be learning crazy things like how to learn to play hockey.
Yes, that's right. And
I love this. With just a few seconds, could you tell us this?
Yeah, I did a movie that'll be out in October called Youngblood. I learned completely how to play hockey. I didn't know how to skate. And just like in St. Elmo's, I learned the sax. So for each movie I've done, I've learned a life experience that someone else might have their whole life. So I guess by the time I'm 80, I can be one of the circus performers. In the center ring, he will skate, then play the saxophone,
All at once,
while doing gymnastics with his hands tied.
Bob, good talking to you. On behalf of Rob Lowe, St. Elmo's Fire, and his
Billy
tennis
the Kid,
shoes.
Nikes.
I hope we got a shot of that. I'm John Tibbetts for KCTV5 in Los Angeles.